Going.
Hello, everyone. Hello to another episode of Tales of the Forgotten Sea, or TFS, our brand new tabletop roleplay game. Not so brand new; it's more than a year now. Uh, but it's we are still playing it. We are still playtesting things and etc. And we are getting closer and closer to the end of this short campaign. And we got Fajus behind our back. And it's like the city is behind us. We finally left. Eight people, eight, sorry, eight member of the crew. 9 people left Fajus. Mevel Sarak, Carla Boraci, Jarvus, Rock, Otpot, Miguel, Rosaria, and of course, Geraldine and Captain Olvida. Those 8 brave adventurers are now facing the desert of Akiptos. And as I explained in last session, you left in the middle of the night. Because Mevel will make sure you travel during the night, most of the time, and rest during the day. Because facing the desert in the middle of the day, it's crazy. It's like suicidal. Especially for people that are not used to it. During the most hot hours of the day, you will find a place to rest and recover. And during the most, cold moment, you will actually do the traveling, do the movement, try to get as fast as possible across the desert, because that is the choice guys made. You want the fastest route to get to the oasis where Zavelek Shar is waiting.
Did we actually choose the fastest route? Because I thought we were in the midst of choosing.
That's what I heard from the
I mean,
player.
I'll take it. That's fine.
But
I
if you
just want to
want
make
to keep
sure.
arguing, this is the moment, because when the moment you
I know
lock in,
that's why I wanted to say this now. you know.
because the moment I lock in, there's no turning back.
Okay.
I remind you guys, 4 days, fastest route,
Yeah.
5 days, medium,
Right. 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 Okay.
6 day, the longest and
Yeah. No,
safest.
I don't want this to be extended discussion. I just wanted to make sure that that was what we were saying. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it quickly. I vote medium, but other people could go over it. Medium. There we go. Next.
I I vote for fast or medium. I just want to make sure we get there before they get there.
Okay, so fast or medium. We have two
Fast.
medium, one fast.
Oh. Okay. That's 2 on 1.
Yeah, kind of thinking fast.
All right. I'm outvoted. So proceed.
2 and 2.
I
Hotpot,
think
you are
I
the
think
last
it's
one to need
No,
to
no,
vote.
no, no. It's two. It's 1 and 3, I think, because technically
Uh,
Miguel said fast or medium. So
and Zeppo said fast.
oh, Zeppo said
I
fast. So
got completely outvoted. Fast
you
is
got
As
completely
always.
outvoted. Okay, so yes,
fast. It is.
fastest route, and because you got being completely outvoted, Rock, you are giving me the first roll of
Fair.
this journey.
Sure, sure. What
You
what
need to
would you?
roll me 3d6s
Okay. Is there
and
any?
tell me what it is. No bonuses, no maluses, just 3 pure d6.
Right. So I'm gonna roll the highest number I can.
Sometimes the highest is not the best thing.
Okay. Well. Do you want the numbers individually or do you want
No, no, no.
them
The
total?
total.
Okay.
Total.
11.
11. Okay. So, um, I'm going to go a little bit into description of your journey. Okay. Uh, you have, as I said, you left Fajus behind you. There is now, in the middle of the night, while the 9 of you are walking in the across the dunes with 2 sand walkers moving alongside of you, uh, you know, carrying pretty much most of water, equipment, tents, everything you guys need. There is another things that Mevel asks you to do is to put a rope loose, but put a rope uh, at your waist and connect each one of you. Because yes, you're not going to lose, to get lost. You are following in a very steady line altogether. But if any one of you, just faint or is not strong enough and etc., you need to make sure that they are there, that they are taken care of, and that also rope is a safety precaution because one of the things that Mabel warn you about are the sandstorm, and during those, doesn't matter how good your eyes are, you cannot see nothing. You need to find shelter and you need to find a safe place because if you face the sandstorm, there is a good risk you're going to just lose and your companion, yourself, and your life in the process. So, with something alongside of 95, almost 100 degree, you are facing the desert at night. And this is the most cool moment. And all of you are already sweating and try to face. Some of you are already reaching for their bag of and ration of water. Carla is a little bit more used to this kind of temperature because Obolawa is just up north from here, so she's used to it. But still, other people, especially you, Jarvis, and Alvida, that you come from Ugre, the land of snow. This place is hell for you, and everyone that doesn't wear the right equipment.
Ah, damn it all.
Need to roll me an endurance check or a stamina check.
Okay, let me
Did,
see.
did we ever get that equipment from?
Yes,
We did. All right.
Yes, you did. Mevel took care of it before departure. He sent people to retrieve it.
Okay. So we all do actually have the right equipment, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
I have
All of you.
my.
Well, we would
Yep.
have.
Wait, what? Did you not? Did you? Did you not pick it up?
I kind of opted out for our fashion statement. There was reasons. I had reasons, but right now, I'm really not feeling it.
So,
Okay.
What was the check?
stamina or endurance.
Okay.
Your choice.
So my endurance or where's stamina on here? So let's
It's
say.
under might.
Oh boy. I guess I'm gonna go for endurance. All right.
Okay.
So that's 3 dice.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. High numbers.
So just for everyone, Miguel, Alvida, pretty much everyone except Rock are wearing the Hushwalker expedition gear that help them in your fatigue, heat, and sandstorm penalties. That doesn't mean that they are not going to roll, at least they are not going to have penalties on the rolls. At the moment, I'm not going to ask them to roll because there's not. This is their first day. They are still getting used to it. So Mevel is not pushing too much, not asking too much. But from the second day on, and especially during the day, I will ask for some endurance or stamina roll. But you are not going to get penalties from it.
Ooh.
Also, you can also, Rock, I forgot about something. You can also roll survival if you prefer.
Oh yeah. Actually, I've got 2 dice. Oh, so I get the 2 dice from survival,
Yes.
or
Yes.
oh, okay, yeah. Cunning and survival would be way better. actually.
Yeah, but no, you still need to roll with endurance. Endurance
Okay,
and
so
survival.
it's endurance answer. I'll roll the 2 additional dice. That's worth it. Oh yeah, that was worth it. And then one of them, they can't explode. I don't think. On 2
Yeah,
dots,
they
can we?
can. They
One,
can.
one can explode. Okay,
Yeah, one can explode. Yes,
sweet.
correct.
All right, hold on. Let me do some math.
Okay.
Let's see, 12, 17, 17, and 3.
By the way, you are not the only one that is rolling
Okay, yeah. So let's see.
Who else is rolling?
because Carla is rolling because yes, she is used to this kind of temperature. However, she's also deeply injured, and Miguel, you too as well, should have a little bit of a roll, but because you're quite exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
17,
All
17.
right, so you want me to roll stamina or
Survival, stamina, or just pure endurance?
20, 24.
You
I have a high cunning and yeah, so
you should have
not sorry. I have a
endurance.
high endurance, but I have the 2 extra dice from survival. So
So
I have. Oh, wait, sorry.
just to get, you have rolled survival,
yes.
and you rolled like how much?
So
12?
from survival, there was 2 dots, and then from endurance there was 3 dots.
Yeah, but
Right.
so I remind you, you can only keep 2 dots, two dice.
Oh, okay. If I'm only keeping 2 dice, sorry. If I'm only keeping 2 dice, because
Yeah.
initially it sounded like I was keeping the total of for endurance.
No.
Okay,
Sorry,
no, that's fine. If I'm only keeping 2
you
dice,
keep in the total only if you roll endurance.
so I'm gonna only keep 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
Total. Okay,
No, two.
2. All right, so I'll keep the 2 sixes. That makes the most sense. One of them
Yeah, the two.
exploded,
So and one
and
exploded.
so that was a 3. So then we're gonna go with 15 then.
15 plus your endurance bonus.
Yes. So 16.
Okay. I was like, 24 is a
Oh
little
no!
bit
I just because
difficult with
initially
two
I
only
thought
two dice.
I thought for we were doing something different for endurance. That's all. That was
It's
it.
okay. It's okay. No worries. Probably I didn't express. I wasn't completely clear, so everything is good.
Quick.
I just yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, quick question. 1 dot would mean I keep the
The
highest and
highest and the lowest.
okay.
However, if there is a 6, explode.
Okay. With my great survival skills, I roll a 6.
Okay, and that was your highest and your lowest.
No. Total.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
great. So Miguel, uh, during during the traveling and etc., you feel the heat eating you heavily, and even if your wounds are healing and etc., you are feverish. So at a certain point, Rosaria will ask everyone to stop and will help you to just be on top of one of the sandwalker, and they're going to put something on top of you to cover you, because at the moment you are out. So during the next encounter that is going to happen the next few hours during traveling, you can consider yourself exhausted. That means that all your roll until this day pass are a -3.
Okay.
okay. So yeah, 1 dot is highest and lowest. All right,
Yes,
gotcha.
but
I
if there is a 6, will explode.
Okay, but 2
And
dots
if
were
you're rolling straight from like your might or your endurance, you just roll all your dice and just add it together.
Yeah,
And you
added
just
together,
keep.
but there is no exploding 6s
Yeah,
in there.
that's what I thought. Okay.
okay. See, that's where I got confused because I tried to add the endurance rolls together, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I have these 2 other things. Okay.
No. Yeah, I get it. Sorry, as I said, probably I didn't express myself correctly.
Sure.
Anyway,
I did have a question.
yes,
At the end of the last session, I had 27 hit points, and then
yes.
I obviously increased my hit points by some amount.
The increased part, you still have it.
So I'm
add
at.
the
So I should add. I should add the difference to the 27.
Exactly. You add the
That's what I
difference to
thought.
27, but you didn't completely finish to heal the rest. For
Yeah,
example,
I
it's the
assume that. I just
same
wanted to
for
make sure.
Miguel and the same for Carla and etc.
Hmm. Okay.
Looks like Hotpot had a question in the chat.
Let me double check.
Sure.
Chat.
Let me look at
Will
documents.
revitalized touch help Miguel? Yes. It will help him to recover a little bit faster. But it's not any immediate things right now because his exhaustion is cause of the heat and you cannot make it disappear. So that is like try to just ease struggling, but because of his role, it was a critical failure. It is not going to go away very fast. But if you do that, I will say, Hotpot, you help. You just cast the spell on him. I'm not going to ask you to roll. This is very, very easy for you right now. And I will say, Miguel, you will, you halve the time of your exhaustion. So it's not going to be the rest of the day. It's going to be probably, a few hours. Anyway, during this journey, then it doesn't start in the best possible way for some of you. You guys see a certain moment, Mabel stopping and point at something in the distance. There is a caravan coming your way. Is probably around 7, 8 people, almost similar to yours. They have 3 sandwalkers with them, and those animals are packed with stuff. And on the back of one of the animal, there is the insignia of the Apesge tribe. The same insignia that is Mevel insignia, but also, as you know, Zavelkshar insignia. So Mevel stops and asks you if you are interested to, meet them halfway or just take a little detour.
He's asking us if we want to meet them halfway,
Yeah,
or if we want
because
to
they are
wait till they
coming
get to
in
us.
your direction, and you're going, you are going into the 2 opposite directions. So there is going to be a moment where you can meet them, or you can just take a little bit a detour and move a long way.
I think the less witnesses is probably the best plan, right? Like we don't want to announce if that word gets back to Shar somehow before us.
Well, they're heading back.
Oh, they're
to
headed that way.
They heading to Fajus.
They're not.
Yeah.
They also probably haven't heard yet.
Yeah, because they've been in the desert, so they don't know. We could. So they must be on the same fast route that we're on, right?
Okay, so this part of the route is the same.
Okay. So at some point it'll branch off and we'll go down the fast route.
Exactly.
Okay.
But because you are still close to the city,
Mhm.
you are not. The path is converging to the same spot.
We might be able to get some info out of them though. So that's an interesting point.
And they're probably merchants, so we may be able to buy some of the things that Hot Pot was hoping to get.
I mean, it's a possibility. I'm more interested in the fact that if there's bandit trouble up ahead, they might know because they probably encountered them first.
Mm-hmm. But if we talk to them, buy something from them, they'd be more likely to give us intel on the things that we're looking for. Potentially.
Okay. So
I think we continue. Well, let's look down that road and go, okay, there's a reasonably flat spot right there where our two groups would be more comfortable. Let's stop there and meet them there. So we're not meeting them. We're not letting them come completely to us, but we're meeting them somewhere in the middle.
Okay. There is, just to be precise, guys, there is no road. Okay.
Well, okay.
This is desert. So you're actually Mevel is moving you along of path that he knows they are a little bit more stable. Because if you started to walk on top of a dune and you don't know where to go, there is a chance that you're going to just, tumble down. So, yes, he understand what you want and he lead the way. And in Egyptians, of course, he address them. They address back with the same, with the same greetings and etc. And him and on the other side, a striking red-skinned woman with long horn that are like ram horn. They are growing from the side of her head and just, doing a twist. It is moving closer. She's wearing classic Egyptian desert gear and etc. Kind of similar to yours, a little bit more refined, I will say. Yours is more tactical. What she's wearing is more like, this is my country. I know how to handle the desert, so I wear nice clothing even when I got out. And the two are speaking in Egyptians. Then she get closer and she bow in your direction to everyone. And she introduced herself as Sahila. Then ask you how she can be of help.
Zeppo, are you able to talk?
He might be traveling still. I don't know.
I just got home, but I'm like stuffing my face. I can talk.
All right.
Okay. Well, you had asked about buying some goods. I don't know if you ever got the goods, so we might be able to do that now. Is all I was.
Okay, so to answer to your question, Jervis, he asked Mevel, but Mevel wasn't able to help him with his request. So is, technically speaking, he suggested to wait to get to Kairos in order to do so. But yes, there is a chance you can do it here.
Okay. I took some notes. I'm just trying to find what I wrote down.
Yeah, you don't worry about that.
I remember asking Mavel for like dehydrated black lotus petals. Yes. If I remember correctly, I thought if that was not possible, blood orchid petals.
Yeah. And he said that both of them were possible to find, but of course he needed a little bit more time, and he didn't have because you were leaving the town very fast. So he, he make the same request directly in Egyptians to Sahila, and she pondered for a moment, and she answers something back you don't immediately understand. And Mevel gets to you and said, I think they can help. Maybe a small portion, I hope, is enough.
I will take anything I can get.
Okay. And the two are moving back to the caravan, and you see that those guys are selling a lot of different things. They have amphor of oleum. They sell bags of guavas. They have spices. They have textile, and they also have something that looks like a little bit of weapons and relics. A little bit of everything. but mostly spices, olive, and guava. And they go through some of the stuff, and they come back with 3 options of pot.
Okay.
One of them seems some of those dried, I would say, petals / leaf. You're not completely sure. They seems dark and probably similar to the black lotus you're looking for. Then there is a powder, white and very refined. And then they say something, and Mavel translate it roughly, and say this and say something on the line of, "This is for personal recreation." And you see he's struggling to try to convey what is this.
I'll turn.
I'm sorry. They asked Hot Pot if it's for personal recreation.
No. They offer this third things that it looks like a paste, quite solid, and he said that is for personal recreation if you're interested.
Oh,
is that opiates?
oh,
You see Jarvis's ears just start flickering.
Wait, are those drugs?
Hot Pot is gonna make Hot Pot's gonna say something like, "No, no, thank you. I'm in mourning, and I'm not partaking in such recreation."
When you mention the fact that you are in mourning, they stop, like both of them, even Mavel, and they quickly say something in their language.
Hold on. Am I allowed to catch what's going on interaction wise? Well, because I see like they're like acting like really like, I don't know. Is there a way I can see that or no?
I mean, at the beginning, they were like, "Oh yes, let's trade," and then Othpot made his request, and they look at each other like, "Oh, is that kind of request?" Okay, so they presented those 3 things to Othpot, and you heard what is
Right.
being said
Right.
from in the language of the tide,
Right.
but now between them there is like an argument, almost like it's not like they are arguing between each other, but they're arguing about how to approach this.
Okay.
Because it just said something that...
Right. That's what my assumption was. But the question is, I don't know their language, so I just assume they're just agitated, and I don't know why. Okay.
Yes, but you know that someone here speak that language because Rosario is just right there.
Okay. Can I turn to Rosario and see what's going on there and be like...
Miguel has a guess. He's not going to say it, but he's like, actually, he's going to go over to Rock. Like, he whispers, like, I think they think that by saying that he is in mourning and he's asking for what he's asking for, that he's trying to murder somebody.
Yeah, okay. I thought
they might not want to be complicit.
Right. Okay.
That's my guess. I stopped talking.
Yeah. Okay.
God, it's hot.
We just like scatter.
I mean,
You are like right there. They're like almost like a zombie. Miguel is like, I think it's like the pressure and the heat and etc. is making you feel dizzy. However,
above board,
yes.
above board, I just want so there are 3 things presented to me. There was some kind of dark dried petal or leaf.
Yes, that
there
seems
was
to
like
be the black lotus.
a white. Okay, there was like a white ground powder.
No, there is a white white refined powder, and that is this brown kind of. It almost look like clay when it's desiccated.
Okay, so but that's like the Hot Pot's like inferring that that's some kind of drug, right?
That's what they intended to say, but they didn't say it out loud.
Right, recreational use, personal use. Okay.
Yes.
Is there like a pharmacology role? Like I feel like Hot Pot probably should just like look at it and be like, what is in front of me?
You can go with medicine or nature.
Can Hot Pot roll medicine to determine like exactly what it is, and if it has like any like useful application?
Yeah. Okay. You can go. You can
Oh,
try.
sorry, sorry, I'm not prepared. I have to bring out my dice.
If you want to someone else to roll for you,
No, I've got my dice. I just let me see here.
My bad, man.
4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I rolled. Oh, sweet. I got, well, first of all, medicine. I've got 4 pips for medicine. I rolled 1, 2, 3 sixes, a 5, and
Right
uh,
out, hot out the gate.
then there like the 3 twos and 1. So I'm gonna re-roll the sixes,
yeah.
or two sixes for an additional 7.
Okay, good.
So it's 18, 22, 29 plus two, so a 31. So I rolled a 31.
Okay, very good. You are not completely sure that that is what you think it is, but that spongy kind of buds clay look, it's probably some sort of cannabis.
How much are you, what do you want for all 3 items?
They discuss it, and they started to. At that point, you see Mevel arguing with the woman. The tone started to had to rise up, and etc. You see Rosaria completely disinterested. Probably this is quite normal. They are bargaining. You heard the numbers, and they are keep back and forth and back and forth, and at the end they land on 200 silver.
Ooh, 200 silver.
How much silver do you have as a character? I'm trying to look at
I
my
don't know
information.
how much, so because I gave the rest of my silver to
After our fight,
Captain
we had
Alvita.
gotten we had gotten like another 1,600 silver.
Yes, they are can
Oh,
be in everyone, that someone of you can have with them. I consider that as your part of your loot.
Okay.
oh, okay. Um,
And since you're the medic and the cook, for you to buy things like this for the entire party, even though we know what a lot of this is for, I don't think any of us are really gonna.
No one's
Uh,
really gonna debate you on it. Yeah.
yeah,
and so who was negotiating for the price?
Mevel.
no.
So Hot Pot kind of goes over to Mavel and says, "Is this the right price, or should I counter offer?"
And he bows to you and say, "Hi, um, Master Hotpot. Hi, I tried my best to give you the fair price."
Okay,
Ah,
I will take that at face value, and I don't necessarily want to. I don't want to make this encounter too memorable, so I'll pay their price, and we'll live with that,
Mm-hmm.
and hope
So the woman
hope they
just
forgive.
take the 200 silver happily, and she put them away, and she give you the petal, the fine white powder, and what you think it is a very refined cannabis.
Sheesh.
hey, hey, Hot Pot. After all this is over, all I'm saying, we should hold on to that third item. That's
Yeah,
all
the
I'm
thing is, you didn't ask me what is the fine powder.
saying. It's
Yeah,
probably opioid.
what? Yeah, what is that? Could I kind of roll that into into
No,
my
you don't
roll
need
on
to
the
roll.
onion?
With that 31, you were looking at all those items, so and etc. But yeah, that's opium.
Nice.
That'll come in
Wait, they
super
were
handy.
drugs.
Yeah, you were just both some drugs. Yes.
He's our alchemist, dealer, healer, and life stealer. It's fine.
Miguel's kind of out of it. He's just sitting on the cart. Oh God.
Have some opium, it'll be fine.
A little bit of opium will clear your headache, but like just a very little bit.
Down the whole thing. Got it.
Chase the dragon, Ruddy.
Wait.
During this,
You'll
during this, Jarvis has been like kind of walking from shadow to shadow of the Sandwalkers and looking at the other wares.
Oh, guys, it's in the middle of the night. Everything is shadow right now.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that.
True.
Yeah, he's walking from area to area, looking at the different wares, and he's looking at the weapons, but he knows he just got a bunch of weapons, so he doesn't, unless he sees something that really jumps out at him, he's not that interested in the weapons. But he will look at the trinkets, the things that have like any kind of religious or kind of mystical type value to them, and will.
For your point of view, what they're selling is junk.
Junk. Okay, fair enough.
Not because I don't want you to find anything. Don't get me wrong, but compared to, I'm talking about compared to the equipment you guys have right now.
Sure.
This is lower value. They are going to a much more common market, with all those spies and etc. And this feels like this little section they have with relics and weapons and etc. is like, oh, we have found a bunch of stuff. Let's also sell this. While what they are, like their most important stuff is the guava, the oleum, and the textiles and the spices.
Sure, gotcha. Just figured I'd dig into it a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah, and you see them at that point.
I would be interested. I would be interested in buying. You said it was guava,
yes,
spices, and what was the third thing?
Oleum, oil,
olive oil,
petroleum, pretty much.
Petroleum.
Yes.
Like not like a cooking oil, but like a burning oil.
Yes.
Okay. I'd be interested in the guava and the oil. Maybe spice as well.
You guys have some guava and oleum on your own Sandwalker, just so you know, because of course it was part of what Medell organized. But of course, there you can add more, no problem at it. Depending how much do you want, because they sell jars in case of volume or bags in terms of guava.
Does the captain like coffee? Basically, is that
guava is pretty much coffee, yes.
Right? Is it something that she's into? Because I'm like, I'll have coffee, but I mean, if she wants it, I'll buy it too.
I repeat, you guys have it, and since you are here in Akiptos, sometimes you already had some from local vendors and etc. Plus, Hot Pot had his own stash of guava on the ship, so he was making it pretty much almost every day.
Okay, what's our stockpile of guava like at this point?
At the moment, you have a couple of bags.
We have enough.
Okay.
I mean, a little bit more oil probably wouldn't be a bad idea because that's something that we could use for other things. So I would ask how much for one jar of oil?
50 silver.
And how many jars do they have?
They have something like 12 jars.
Okay.
And each one is 1 liter.
Okay.
It's quite pricey.
That seemed like a lot more than what it would normally be.
No, oleum is very pricey.
Okay. I will. I'll go to Mavel and say I have more oil. Do we feel like we might need some, not just for burning lanterns, but burning other things.
You have 3 jar with you.
Mm-hmm.
They are supposed to, doing you good for the rest of the trip. But also, based on what you guys said, there is a good chance you can find more oleum at the oasis where Zavelek Shar is. And if you are planning to do what you are planning, of course, Mavel didn't say anything on the matter, but rain suck the place is not out of one of the option is considering.
Okay. So he's basically saying we probably don't need any more right now.
I mean, as he is here to help you and to he calls every one of you master because he's serving under your
Sure.
but the thing is he's also expert on the way of the desert, and he is happy with what he packed is more than enough.
Okay, I'll go with that then.
Does anything other than the guava stand out? You just had this conversation. I go back to feeling sick.
It's okay. No worries.
I am, now that I'm close by, I am going to say to her, how are your travels? Is the road safe?
And there is a moment of it's like she's trying to understand what you're saying and translate it in her own language and then find a way to answer back. That moment between when you talk with someone that is not fluent in the language you're speaking, but they understand you, but they need that moment. And she said, 2 caravan, only 1 left. Other one, and she point at the sky and do a like a gesture and spit on the ground, and immediately Mevel do exactly the same, almost like they are trying to when you do something to push away bad luck.
Sure. So she's saying that there is some bad luck out there.
But yeah, almost like she is referring to something specific without saying it, because saying it brings you more bad luck.
Yeah, saying the name of the thing brings it to you.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, did she imply the road that they were on?
Yeah, they were, you ask how was their traveling, and she said there were 2 caravan, and now there is only 1.
Okay.
And so,
yeah.
and after she said that, she pointed at the sky and did all, like this gesture with her hand and just spit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But she didn't say, what path they were following, especially because she cannot explain it to you in a way that you can understand it.
I would ask Vil, can you ask which way she has gone?
And after a little bit of talking, Mavel turned to you and say, Master Jarvis, they are coming from Harrods, and they are follow another path similar to ours, but more direct to the city.
All right, that's helpful. Thank you. And he'll bow to the woman and thank her, and we don't want to hold you any longer than we need
to. And she gave everyone, a gesture of greetings and a blessing, saying you heard the name of Milas, so she's probably referring to the goddess, and the 2 small caravan started to walk in opposite direction and you leave them behind. And this first encounter, it seems productive because you guys got some drugs plus what you were looking for. At the same time, give you ominous feelings that there is some bad luck out there in the desert. And it's not getting better.
It's still better to know that there's something that dangerous out there. As once we get a little distance away, Jarvis is going to test his magic by trying to hold on. Which one do I want to try to work with? I want to try to call rain like I have in the past. Remember the time where I was using that to like move water out of the ship. So I want to try to take some kind of an empty vessel and try to call water, like maybe get a little distance ahead, or well, maybe not ahead, but anyway, get a little like I don't know, get somewhere in the vicinity. I've got my rope and I'm trying to call water to myself to see if I can get understand how it feels in the desert to use magic, and also maybe collect a little extra water.
Okay. Remind you that you called usually in an area when you do exactly the same. So you need to stop. It's not like it's following you. You just, if you wanted to call the rain, you need to. And because you are in the middle of the desert, but still kind of some miles away from the sea, but the influence is still there, I want to say that this roll is just a -2.
Okay. All right. So give me 1 moment. Also, you said that I could potentially use my cunning, or my presence instead of wisdom. My cunning or my presence instead of wisdom. Is there any particular way that I can make that happen?
It's about a choice in this case, and you need to tell me why. In this case, what is the difference between using one or the other? When you use your wisdom, you use your willpower to convey the energy towards, through this moment, to force your will against the magic. How are you going to do that with your
I'd probably be using cunning because that would be my same modifier, one extra dice. So I am actively trying to like scoop the air in and almost trick the air in the water to come to me. And so I'm almost performing a little bit of a dance and trying to play with the magic a little bit and make it dance to me.
Okay. Let's have
Sorry, I'm playing with my son. So I'll have that roll. I apologize.
yes.
So I am doing 5. Okay, so I am keeping my highest and my lowest because I only have 1 dot in this. I rolled a 6 and a 1.
So you got a 7.
Plus
the 6
4.
explode.
Yeah, plus 4, plus 11, plus my ring. The plus 2 from cunning. That's 5, plus the 1 from my level 3.
Okay, so definitely a success.
Yeah.
The strength of the rain is much more I would say, okay, so it's not a torrential rain. It's more like a gentle breeze that make everything around you a little bit more humid. You feel the freshness on your skin and etc. But uh, you know, a couple of is that moment of time when you can walk and you feel the rain on your skin, but it's a pleasant kind of raining. It's not like cats and dogs coming down. It's just this almost sprinkle that is coming down all around you and the rest of the team.
Well, thanks. You've really moistened me up. I appreciate it. At least I'm not hot. That's hot.
Do I feel any better?
For a few minutes, yes, you will start to feel a little bit better. Of course,
Turned on the
there
air
is
conditioning.
also the fact that you are all now a little bit more humid, but the you know the cool, the warm, hot wind that is all around you is going to dry you up very soon.
Right.
Yeah, you can't keep that going the whole trip, I assume. It's not like you can just,
I,
you
I
know.
can. I'm gonna do the best I can to try to soak up as much of that water as I can, just to kind of
I
it's just
mean,
kind of a test, and keep as much put it into an empty container as I can.
Okay. You pretty much collect a couple of fingers of
Yeah,
clean
yeah,
water.
sure. All right. Just again, I wanted to do that and also make the test. Thank you.
No, it's okay to assess a little bit of the situation, etc. Absolutely. So, when you know you guys proceed into the desert. You grinding miles of walking. This straight kind of a straight line that follow a path that you guys don't see, but Mevel is quite sure about it. And when the sun started to slowly show up at the horizon, it's time to stop. It's time to count down. And you guys feel like it's the final moment to rest. Tent being put down, the camp is set, and you guys started to gather around a small fire. Um, Mevel took like a bag, then he's anchor on the back of the Sandwalker, and he started to burn the manure that he collected from it, because that is the best way to use it and to have a quick fire that is, very smelly, but at the same time very easy to create. And it started to help prepare food. Hotpot, he knows that this is usually your role, so it's not going to stop you if you want to, and uh, uh, do your part. But as your Drachomir is going, one of his role is also to take care of you during the travel. So he's going to prepare some portion, a ration, and make sure that everyone is fed. When he gets to offer to Geraldine, she just smiled and took the bowl, and then when he moved to another person, she gave it to someone else. um, and then we started to chat and try to establish a little bit of a camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie makes sense. Yep. Camaraderie.
Sorry, it was like I
No,
was.
no, no. It's fine.
And it's a light, it's a light meal. It doesn't make tough, then it's too heavy, and etc. It's quite a light meal. It's quite spicy, quite strong. You feel like activate the blood in your vein. You feel a little bit of rush of energy and etc. Miguel, you started to finally get out of these A's. The food is kind of, it reminds you a little bit of Saria in some kind of way. You have similar kind of cuisine. The difference is this one is a little bit stronger. And also you use the ingredients in a completely different way. No, Hotbot, you don't know if Geraldine needs to sleep. But something you can ask. Another thing I'm going to say, and he's going to share. Mevel, is going to share stories. Is going to share the classic moment where you are just around the campfire and you just talk about things you have done, and etc. And invite everyone to do the same. Alvida is the one to start, and she goes with a retelling of the first day she went on the ship. Some of you, probably Hot Pot and Jarvis, you heard this. Geraldine also heard this story. But for the rest of you, it's quite new. She was a completely, a fish out of water, even if technically speaking she was going to the water. She never set foot on a ship, and at the beginning she was completely ignorant about the way of doing things. And so her first week on the ship, she ended up not trusting herself, feeling like no one else was following her order. It was a completely different crew, people that she hired, and they took her money, took her ship, and stranded there on the first harbor. And then where she met Kuan. And Kuan was this shark guy in the middle of the street begging for money. For the few of you that know this story, it's still a little bit, impossible to think about Kuan that is, always, a man with a mission. And thinking about him just begging for money in the middle of the road is almost impossible. You cannot picture him. However, she was penniless. She sat down with him, and she just started to sing in Ugray. And people started to put money down. And at that point, Juan started to... At the beginning, they didn't talk, but then they started to chat, to discuss, and etc. And a couple of weeks later, with a couple of not very legal maneuver, they made a way to acquire a little both, and that both became another one, and then another one, and 6 months later, she had down the original ship, and she took it back from the people that stole it from her. And that's how she became the captain of the Swiftwind.
It's brilliant.
So, and during those moments, during the last moment before capturing back the Swiftwind, she said she turned up and she said, and that's when I met you, and she point at Geraldine that is literally sit down behind you, pot, just crouching in the kind of in the darkness, and you started guys to understand how those people started to get close to each other, to know each other, to build that relationship, that family that is the Swiftwind crew. Does anyone else, except for Alvida, is going to share a story of their own tonight?
Oh, Miguel's absolutely gonna go in there. He starts with feeling a little bit better, a little better. He stretches like, all right. And he starts, I got a tale. And he starts telling the tale of the very first gladiator, the story that actually got him into wanting to actually start learning how to fence. And he retells this. It's like an epic tale. I mean, there might be some truth to it. It's such an old story, but at least for this retelling, you get like there's love, drama, danger, and he goes and he tells it as best as he can. He ends up standing back up and really getting into character, and at the end he gives little bows like, and that, my friends, the end of the story.
Sure, I got one. Yeah, Rock will smirk out of the sun as well. At first, he thinks like, "Oh, this is a really light occasion. I really shouldn't tell something really dark." But then he's like, "Okay, I got one because Carla's in the audience, right? Carla's out there. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Carla is
We're gonna
actually
talk."
Jarvis. Carla is leaning on you, just resting because she's still quite quite tired. But
Yeah,
please
we'll
go.
we'll 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 do a story that's a little bit more relevant. We're gonna talk. He starts talking about the time he first met Carla and going into the hotel and like having to deal with this situation that was just beyond his means, and like being like, but people change, and that's an important thing to remember. And he goes, sort of wraps in a parable of like like situations change, and then you come together. You know.
So pretty much everyone except the Mevel know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, no, but like he'll describe it as someone that they were at odds with, and then they got back together, and everything worked out. You
Okay.
know.
So you're not mentioning exactly the people
Oh
you're.
no, I'm mentioning that people within the group, but I'm not saying like what the context exactly was. No, that'd be dumb.
Okay, fair enough. It's just you keep it vague enough so people that knows will understand. People that don't know think about is just an interesting story.
An interesting story, right?
Fair enough.
So
And please.
I've got something. It's not so much of a story per se, but when I was a young child, I didn't have really any friends, and I remember one day sitting on the curb in the city where I lived, and I met these two characters. And at first, I felt very judgmental when I looked at them. I thought they were funny looking and weird. And luckily for me, they were, you know, kind enough to say hello and introduce themselves. And it's amazing how quickly a stranger can become such a close friend. And that's what happened with me and my friends Patch and Echo. And we were three peas in a pod, and we caused so much trouble and got into so much mischief, and we were inseparable, and we had the greatest of times. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, because I haven't seen them in a long time, and I don't know whatever happened to them. But I guess what makes me think of them tonight in my close friendship with them is really a parallel to how I came to be a part of this crew here and the great friendships and family that I've developed here and the camaraderie that I've developed with you all. So as I said, I guess I don't know why I'm telling you about Patch and Echo, but it's it's just that I never imagined myself being so incorporated into a group of fine people like yourselves. And I want to raise a glass to friends far and near and those long ago and everyone who sits with me here tonight. And I want to raise a glass to you.
I raise a glass.
Everyone raise a glass, even Geraldine, even if she's not gonna drink it, but
I raise
an
a
empty
glass
one.
of water.
And
Here's a glass of my own sweat.
It's
He
still,
just
Soon we'll be
chokes on it.
recycling our
Yeah.
own
I
pee.
can't.
it's
I
filtered
can't let these
water.
electrolytes. I can't let these electrolytes go.
I actually
Um,
choke on it. I was like, what?
uh,
So I'm sitting under as much shade as I can find, and under a parasol or umbrella or whatever you want to call it, and just fanning Carla. And yeah, when I guess I have one too. Uh, when I was young, I was despised by my brothers and sisters, and when my parents got ill, I did everything I could to help them, and was finally driven from my home on a quest to find something. A man had come to our town. A man from the ocean had come to our town and told me that there was something in the sea that could help. So when I went down to the first village I could find and found my first ship that would let me on board as a drylander, um, they thought I would be worthless. But I proved to them that I was worthwhile as a as a deckhand, and did what I could. But I never really found any friends there. And when they brought me, we ended up at another port. And as soon as I could, I got off that boat and took what little money I could and began researching and trying to find what I needed to find and search out the information I needed. And for a long time, that was all I had was information, was knowledge, the research I was doing until I found this ship. And for a while, I didn't really feel like I fit in, even with the people on this ship. But as I got to know Hot Pot and obviously Alvita and more of the crew, even Geraldine to a degree back then, I began to feel like I at least had some allies with some purpose. But I held on to that quest for knowledge as being the only thing that could liberate me. But then when we went onto that floating island and and you Rock of all people, you lowered me into that temple, and I saw that mural, and we found the book. I saw a point where my my desire for knowledge and my quest to save my family merged with with all of you, with my friends, with my new family, and I knew that um, everything I had been fighting for and everything I had been looking for was finally here. I don't
I don't know whatever came of my family. I don't know if I'll find what I need to save my parents by the time this is all said and done. But no matter what, I'm on a new longer adventure with all of you. I found so much more than family. And he looks down at Carla and and uh, I found a new faith. I found a new purpose in my life, and I found a family that truly accepts me and needs me, and that is worth more than anything that we will ever find.
Alvida raise a glass, just smile in your direction.
And everybody follows suit, I think.
Yeah, I do too. This time is there any other water or is there
There is water, is rationate, but there is. So
all right,
you can have a little bit more if you want.
no, I didn't want to drink alcohol because that makes you dehydrated, but fuck it.
That is a terrible idea. I would highly recommend not doing that. Or maybe mix a little bit of alcohol with water, so it's not as dehydrating. But I'm not chancing it right now.
That's fair.
Do I have time during our conversation and then maybe the scene afterwards to work on my little toy that I'm building? My friend? Okay, yes. Cool. Just let me know when to do those rolls or whatever.
All right. While we're on the... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, we are... Okay, so just to make sure that everyone understand, yes, we are in the middle of the desert, close to some rocks that are being chosen because they gave you a natural shade. And under those rocks, the tent are being built up so you guys can rest during the scorching hour of the day. And now it's pretty much, to give you an idea, around 6 in the morning. The sun is started to goes up. The fire is prepping your meal, and even if it's the time for technically speaking is the beginning of the day, for you guys is the time for resting.
Mm-hmm.
Carla will raise her head towards you, Jarvis, just caressing your face. I remind you, she's leaning on you at the moment. She's just caressing your face. She look you with gentle eyes at the moment. Eyes of a person that is too tired to tell you anything, but you know that for her that look means a silent "I love you." Everything will be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone went back into the tent. Mevel is stay out for a little bit more, letting you go to rest and etc. It will take care of the fire, will take care of things and etc. You also guys seeing that Geraldine seems not bothered at all by the situation, and she will stay outside. She doesn't like to be precise. It's not like she's not like a vampire. It's not like the sun is giving her problems and etc. She doesn't like it. So she will stay in the shadow as much as possible. And the fact that you guys are traveling at night for her is very nice. But at the same time, she will be out there waiting. Because, yes, to answer to Hot Pot question in the chat, she doesn't sleep. She rests in some way, but is almost like she just shut down. Her brain is still active, but her body is still, because she doesn't need to rest. She doesn't breathe. She doesn't eat. She's just a walking corpse. Things that Mevel is going to catch up on it very soon, but for now she's just a weird tall lady. A little bit creepy. And then, Jarvis, why don't you roll me the roll for the second day? 3d6s. Pure 3d6s.
What's my rolling again? D6.
Sorry?
6. Let's see what we got. So I got a 4, 2 3s for a 10.
For a 10. Okay, very good. The second day start almost around 4 p.m. It's been a scorching day. It's, even under the tent, you felt it, all of it. Even in the shade, you felt how strong and powerful the sun is around you and is cooking you alive. They'll ask you to put some, it's like a paste that is going to put on your arms, on your face, and etc. It doesn't smell great, but give you that a little bit of refreshment, and it felt like it's a little bit protective. It dry out very fast, and when it does, it became this kind of whitish clay color that is like flaking on your face, but it protects you from the sun during the day, and that is the important part. And then, strangely, the sun started to go down very fast, quite early. Around 4 p.m., is already dusk. And another moment of the year will be a little bit, weird. But right now we are in the last months of the year, and this is the month where the days are shorter and the darkness came earlier. Sorry guys, just a moment of me
No worries.
me just checking the things that is finery. I lost the information about it because of course. Okay, so it's Shamari, the month of Shamari, the month named after Shamain Day of Ingetiran tradition, the darkest day of the year, where the sunlight is barely perceived and the 3 moons are visible in the sky. And this is happening right now. You, during the other month of the year, most of it, you can see the 2 main moons. Usually Mil, the red giant, and Kal, the white pale daughter, are the brightest in the skies. Osh, the black one, is mostly invisible for 90% of the year. But during this month, the sun refraction on the 2 other moons and etc. illuminate Osh a little bit, and you can see it in the sky. This is during the darkest month of the year, and the 3 moons are casting those long shadow over the archipelago. This is the month where the constellation of the Scarecrow is in the sky, the patron of darkness, fear, and courage as well. And facing the deserts of Akiptos during those nights is brave, is powerful, and you feel almost like that the stars are looking down at you almost like a blessing. You're facing the darkness, you're facing your fear, you're running towards something dangerous, but you're doing it without thinking twice. That is the essence of chivalry. And then the storm hits. Suddenly, the sand around you started to rise. The wind started to push. And those ropes that Mevel asked you to put on, they feel like the most important things ever. There is this black dust that mixed with something. Something and you cannot identify, but when you touch it on your skin, you realize it. The storm is mixed with oleum. There is oil around you being pushed 100 miles per hour, is filling the air around you. The visibility around you drops almost to nothing. You can see only the person in front of you. And Mevel, you're shouting to put down any possible open flame. All the firearms, everything you have need to careless put under to shut down anything, because even the most careless spark could ignite the storm into a devastating inferno. I need everyone to start to do some rolls, specifically survival.
Oh, I got this.
Survival. Oh man. All right. No one light a cigarette, okay? Nobody.
No one let anything, unless you wanna just decided to transform this sandstorm into a firestorm.
TPK by cigarette. Let's see, survival, and that's cunning. Okay.
I'm rolling for the NPC right now.
I rolled a 9.
That's
Yay.
let's see. So the two highest. Okay. 9 plus 3, 12. I didn't do that much better.
Okay. 12 was the target number.
Oh, all right. Right on the line like Rock does.
And David, you're the last man on list.
All right. I rolled a 9 on the dice, and I have that's cunning, right? And then I have a +2, which is 11, and I think my Sandwalker stuff, something gives me a +1 to survival, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, should I have to
So
look for that?
that's a you don't have it, Rock. That's
No.
12.
You don't have it.
Oh, I have a 10.
I have Survivor's Instinct though, which gives me 2 to survival.
Okay, that's good. So you were
I have a 10 with the
Ashwalker gear and etc. Okay.
Actually, no, I have Survivor's Instinct too.
So 9 plus 2. Okay, so you are all succeed.
Okay,
all
barely.
Succeed.
That's barely.
Barely succeed.
Very
so some
barely.
of you better for other. The thing is, shouting is happening. People are literally just pushed by the wind left and right. Sometimes you lose footing, you drop on your knees, you just you get up. The sand is everywhere. You feel like you're using your clothing to allow yourself to breathe through it, to filter, because if you don't do it, you will have your lungs filled with sand and oleum as well. Is a terrible experience. Is not giving you damages or anything on the sort. But you need to consider that this slow you down quite a bit, and also make you feel how relentless the environment here can be. It doesn't care what you need, what your schedule, it doesn't need. You are in the way of the sandstorm. The sandstorm will take you out. It doesn't matter for it. Nature is not built to accommodate you. And by the end of the terrible sandstorm, you guys are literally needed to a certain moment anchor down all to each other. Mevel is shouting to stop and just create a circle where you guys holding each other. And by the end of it, because you are closer to almost the fulcrum, the high of the storm, by the end of it, you are covering dust from head to toe. You are you feel the sand pretty much everywhere. And it's not like you go to the beach, you're going to have a quick shower, you finally get rid of it. It's literally in your pore, in between your scales, is going to stay there for weeks. And on top of that, everything you own right now is covered in this thick, oilish tar. It's gonna take days to get it out of it. So, just to make sure clear on the matter, if you light anything without pay very much care of what you're doing and how you're doing it, there is a good chance you just go up in flame. Because everything you own right now is impregnated with oil.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
Does that mean if I have my sword out, like if my sword's covered in this stuff and I light my sword, do I have does it look like Balrog? Like what's going, is it torched? It's like a flaming weapon?
Yeah, and then your hand,
Yeah.
your arm, and the rest of you. Yes.
All right, got it. So if it catches my arm and hand, yeah, that's
How are my fire flasks looking? You know, the ones that, catch on fire.
Oh no.
Your fire flask need to have a spark to be activated.
Okay.
But yes.
So it's turning to night right now, or it is night. How long does the storm actually last?
It is night, and the storm goes up to almost 4 hours.
Okay, and we're traveling through it for that time, or we're hunkered down?
For at least 2 hours and a half, you're traveling through it, and then you get to hit the high of the storm, and Mevel is the moment they ask you to anchor down, to get together, and not move until it passes. And then you guys start to clean yourself, walk again, and etc. And then Mevel offer a proposition. You can carry on like this, push a little bit tomorrow in the morning. You will be exhausted, but you can recover that hours that you've lost, or take a little detour to a small oasis that he knows that is along the way.
Yeah, we're covered in oil. I really think we should probably take a break here, guys.
Yeah, we need to clean out everything, and the water is going to probably make that process a lot faster.
The oasis, will it help me, if I take a moment to relax, will it help me heal up a little bit? We're not healed
Also
at
that,
all.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was also going to ask that. After our first night's rest, would we have healed at all?
You are healing a little bit every day.
Okay.
By the end of the 4th day, you will be able to recover pretty much everything else.
Okay. Even Carla, or Carla will still
Even
be,
Carla. Yeah.
Cool.
If that's the case, we took the shorter route. I
Yes.
think we can afford a day to make sure that we're at tip-top shape.
Well, we have to clean this off, because if we go into a fight like this, then all of us use some form of fire. We're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
Plus, I can't use any of my tools if they're all covered in this garbage. So
Exactly. That's what I mean. Any spark, anything could light. We will all be done. So we need to clean everything off as thoroughly as we possibly can.
Yeah,
All
that's imperative. As much as I hate taking a detour, it's a necessary sacrifice we're gonna have to make.
Yeah.
right,
So
we're in agreement.
And so, considering this, you guys started to move away from the path that Mevel was going through the desert. And by the way, by the end of the Oleum sandstorm, the landscape around you, you cannot tell where you are. It's
Mhm.
like impossible. It's like dunes that were there on the horizon now is like a valley. It's it's like it changed so much that you silently between that without the man that is leading this company right now, you will be dead. Because you don't know where to go. Everything is changing constantly. The sand is alive in this country. But anyway, you have the right man with you. He's knowing how to get to the desert, and we during the big end of the 2nd day, beginning of the 3rd, you find this small oasis that has those palm shade, some desert fruit, and fresh water. A welcome opportunity for everyone to rest, replenish a little bit of supplies. Before you started to clean up yourself and etc., Mevel asked you to collect the water and doing it
yeah, don't
on the side.
contaminate the river.
Don't
Yeah,
contaminate the oasis, because that is
yeah.
for everyone.
Jump straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, he tells you unimportant things. This place is considered sacred by some of the people around here, so disturbing it, with disrespected, it may anger local spirit.
Is there a particular way to at least leave respect for
It just
local
explain
customs?
you to don't take more than necessary.
Okay.
And make sure that when you leave, there is more for the person that will come later.
Okay.
But as I say, you're losing 1 day. However, thanks to this detour, thanks to this Eden Oasis, you guys can consider your cleanup on everyone take what you can consider like a bath and etc. then is needed. Or how much is needed?
Can I molt my skin and that would get some of the sand out? Like I'm thinking of like rather than just
I
cleaning
could.
myself, just like literally take a layer off.
Yes, you
Sure.
can.
Oh, I don't need that layer. That's a gross layer.
Oh, I could do that too.
Yes. You're pretty much everyone here except Jarvis of both Mevel and Geraldine and Carla. But the rest of you are pretty much,
Just gotta peel that layer.
reptiles.
You know?
So
Ah, there it is, my beautiful
Is it
sheen of
is
scales.
is it one piece? Like, is it like a snake? Do I like fall out of my skin, or is it like
Um,
like
it's not
long,
you don't fall out of your skin, but you can just peel it off.
like large patches of it? Okay.
Yeah, big patches of it.
Hey, anybody anybody wants some? Just like taking pieces off.
Um, it's quite common. For example, a Vida at a certain point will help you with
Yeah.
your
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I would help Avita as well. That's
Yeah,
obvious.
as an etc. And you guys have been, in the same ship for months and etc. And right now, in the middle of the desert, there's, you know, um, decency is not something
No.
everyone's care about. It's like even Medel is like just literally just removing his clothing and naked, just washing and just go back to be
I,
dressed.
this is pretty
He
much hot
doesn't.
spring rules at this point. We're at a hot spring.
Are
That's what it looks like.
are there other people here besides us?
No.
Okay. Um, Hot Pot, if I can just take a moment, Hot Pot wants to he's gonna fetch an empty vial.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to fill it with water.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, and then he takes it over to Geraldine.
Mm-hmm.
Geraldine, I have something to ask you, and I don't know if you're capable of doing this. Is there
Uh-huh.
I I wish there was a holy man here that could bless this water, but there isn't, and I don't know. Do you have any like any? Can you can you bless this water? Are you capable of doing that? If there was something, and I don't want to tell you, I don't want to tell you everything, but if I told you it was important, could you?
Geraldine, you see her try to understand what you're asking, not because she doesn't understand what you're saying. She doesn't understand why you're asking her to bless something. She's like, she's the antithesis of blessing.
I know exactly it, and that's why it's like I don't know if you're capable of doing this. You're the antithesis of a holy man. You're
I,
you're
she just, crouched down and etc. She was in the middle of removing her long tattered dress. She stopped. Um, I don't know how to. I mean, blessing something is not a power that I have. Cursing otherwise, yes.
I don't want you to curse this, but Geraldine, if something was so important even for you, are you capable of putting that energy out there to, I don't even know what that would look like for you to bless something, and it just sounds so contradictory, but can you give this water your blessing? And I don't even know, don't even know what I'm asking. I'm not sure what I'm asking from you because I don't think you can do it, but
She just put her hand in front of you like this. Uh, like give me the vial. It's like that's what should
yeah.
be.
Hot
She.
Pot extends his hand to offer the vial to her.
She just cup both your hand with hers like this, and you see her closing her eyes and etc. And she murmurs stuff in Fradicarian, and she just open her hand and take a look with you. Doesn't seem nothing else changed, but you don't know.
Yeah, I know Geraldine. I don't know why I have this feeling to ask you to do this. I just feel that if there's something so important to you and me and the rest of the crew, I just feel like your thoughts or your essence can somehow affect this water positively. And for what I'm going to use this for, I just feel like you may have a part in what I'm trying to achieve.
Meanwhile, I'm sorry.
She just nod and get, towering over you. She just almost envelop you with her long, bony arms and just get closer and give you like a little peck on your cheek. And thank you. That was lovely.
Geraldine, I know this is an unlikely friendship, but I love you in a platonic kind of way.
Oh, I wasn't expecting something different. Especially because I cannot, love you in a non-platonic way. And she just, you see her, she doesn't have blood running through her vein anymore, but if she had, she would probably be blushing right now. The thing is, it's Geraldine, for what you guys understand so far, she's pretty much asexual. She's like, the idea of companionship doesn't exist for her. She's been
Yeah.
dead for a too long time to even think about it. And she just nod, smile, and at that point, when everyone else have done, she will, as the last one, she will get into the water as well.
There's one other thing I'll do it quickly. Hot Pot goes to Kwan and basically
Kwan is
says,
not with you.
"Oh, he's still on the ship."
Yep, you remember
Oh,
he's taking care of the ship.
that's
Yeah,
right. Oh, I forgot that. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
it's
So he
okay.
doesn't do that.
Okay, just to make sure that you know it. Kwan. Okay, so NPC speaking, there is Alvida, Carla, Geraldine, Rosaria, and Medel. So
Okay.
pretty much the four women of the crew and Medel.
Yeah.
Mavel is gonna see her get into the water. I look at Mavel as she lowers her fist into the water. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna go because he's never seen her without the clothes on.
Nine of you ever seen her, Geraldine, without her
True.
clothes off. And it's, I will say, with all respect for Geraldine, it's not the most pleasant sight. Her body is desiccated. It's old and withering and bony. There are bits of her that they are literally exposed. There is a hole on her side. You can see through, and is dark and desiccated. It's like this her body is being dead for such a long time. She doesn't feel it, and
Is
that's probably one of the if you remember, there was a sword passing through her during the last fight.
yeah.
That hole is from that sword.
I'll look at Miguel's wife. I'm like, if I ever turn undead, yeah, do me a favor, okay?
Yeah, yeah. He gives you. He puts his hand on your shoulders, like, yep.
Yeah.
Didn't Mavel tell us to not bathe in the water?
Yeah, but you guys put,
Oh
like,
yeah.
We
So
made a
Off to the
separate.
side.
she's washing in like a tub or out of a bucket or something
yeah,
like that.
it's
Yeah.
not like
Like,
kind of a real tub. It's more
Yeah.
like, you guys
dug a
dug
hole.
Yeah. I got you. I
dug a
got you.
hole and just fill it with
Aren't
a
these
little
like
bit of
divine
water and
waters though? Like like this is like a place of worship. Is she gonna like sizzle
It's
when
a place
she's?
of worship. It's a place of worship, but it's not like holy water.
Okay,
no, it's
okay.
not holy
Yeah.
water.
I just
It's a sacred site in that it's kept and maintained for everyone's benefit.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
so
This is good
so
because this is because everyone need it. So
yeah,
this is the reason why it's considered sacred. Not
even
because
even even bandits would probably be like we're not doing anything bad here because we don't want to contaminate the water we need to live, kind of an
yes,
idea.
exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
the
So
whole time that Rock that Hot Pot is having that conversation with
mhm.
Geraldine, Jarvis is off in the corner, like reading from his book and like saying a prayer over the water and like doing, um, doing like as much of a holy thing as he possibly can.
Yeah.
I just think that's kind of like a funny thing. Like he wants to bless the water, so he goes to the necromancer instead of coming to
Yeah,
Rosaria
exactly. It's
or
it's
to
it's it's it, it's ironic, but there's a reason why I'm doing it.
I'm sure there
okay,
is.
okay.
There is a
Okay.
person in your group that can technically bless the water.
Yeah, the paladin in the group, the
The Inquisitor
Rosaria.
of
Yeah,
Saria
I
that
speak.
is.
I'll.
Yes?
Speaking of her, I'm gonna go over to her. Let's see how she's doing.
I think, Rosaria's been by your side 90% of the time.
Yeah.
She is the most resilient with Mevel of the group because she's been here for a couple of years already, you know.
Hmm.
So she's used to those temperatures. She's used to traveling through the desert. She comes from the Oasis to Fajus once a month. So this for her is quite. Now, she's probably not as good as Mevel on traveling in the desert, but, you know, definitely better than anyone else in this team.
Hmm.
And she is also a little bit more reserved because yes, you guys have been living together for months. She is the new person in the team, and also she is married only to you, Miguel.
Yeah.
So when she started to see people just undressing and bathing, she is looking elsewhere. Out of respect, not because she is embarrassed. Probably
Hmm.
knowing your wife, she doesn't care.
Oh yeah.
But it's more like, yeah, I mean, they don't know me. I shouldn't look.
Whenever we get the chance throughout the journey, he's gonna attempt to try to see if we can bring her, like, include her into the group in small ways. If not, he'll just tease her.
Okay. And she jab you back sometimes when you tease her too much.
Deserved it.
Hey, David.
Yes.
I just want to make sure you saw in the chat.
Yes, I saw it.
Okay.
So you go also to Miguel, Rock, and Jarvis to individually ask them to each to bless the water in their own way. It sounds good
Okay.
for me. Do you go also to Carla? I'm asking.
Sorry, I was distracted for a second. So above board, uh, I'm trying to have the people who are closest to the captain
Mm-hmm.
bless this water. So I don't
Okay.
know how close Carla and the captain are. No, maybe I don't. Maybe I should just to.
I will say this. Since Aegeus, since the ritual that, I would say helped Rock to recover his own personality, to recover his own past. Carla and Alvida have a very strong mutual respect for each other. They are two strong-willed, strong, powerful women that are marking and creating their own path.
Okay.
And you don't think that they are like, the closest of friends, for sure, but
Right. Okay.
they have a respect for each other, and so I will say is a 50-50. It's like I let you decide if you want her blessing.
I'm gonna do that because we're all here under her guidance. She's our captain. She is leading this mission. So I'm going to include Carla in this as well.
Okay.
And he goes through like the same similar spiel. I don't know exactly what I'm asking for you, except that you 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 bless this water in your own way, however you seem fit.
But she will give you a blessing, and she tells you this is the only blessing. Let me do it in character. Yes, I mean, this is the only blessing that I can do for you, because this is the blessing that I've been teach. It's a blessing from the Coven of Darkness, the Sister of Darkness from Obolo. This is the blessing of Mother Nocte, the leader of our coven. And I think if this is for what I think it is, that will help you. And she took the vial in her hand, and in Obolowa, she started to recite something. It's quite long, quite melodic, and it sounds kind of che la notte sia la tua guida nelle difficoltà della tua esistenza. Something that sounds like this. Translated is be the night, be the guide that through the struggle of your own existence. Roughly translated. And then she give the vial back to you.
Thank you. And Hot Pot does this covertly with everyone else. And if anybody wants to say anything, you already know what Hot Pot says to you. If there's anything that you would like to contribute.
I'm asking something, I suppose. Are you on purpose, of course, leaving the captain out of this? Because, of course, if you're doing it, blatantly in front of everyone, she will start to wonder, why I'm not being included?
Well, he's trying to do it covertly so she doesn't see him doing it.
Okay. It's going to be a little bit difficult, so I'm going to ask you for a stealth roll.
Okay.
Because, it's not like there is a lot of space or, barriers between each other. It's like Alvida is right there. So there is a chance she will notice. Okay. Not that it's going to be a problem, but your captain is like, you're doing a ritual, you're asking everyone to bless the water, you don't ask me, the priest, because she's a priest at the end of the day.
You said Alvida, right?
Yeah, Alvida.
Oh, okay.
She was
oh my gosh,
a priestess of Ashtaria, so
I rolled 3 6s, a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 2.
Okay.
So let me explode those sixes.
Yes, absolutely. 2 of
I
them.
rolled another 6 and a 3.
So he's
So
just
we
like
got,
sneaking up to each person, being like, "Hey, can you bless this for me?" And then like moving on.
yes, pretty much, pretty much.
He's just like
And
he's just like coming up out of the sand with a bowl of water and like, hey, bless this, and then he's just sinking back
Don't
into the
tell me.
sand. Like, what just happened? Where
you just like
did he come
the
from? Where did he
the penguin
go?
of Madagascar. You didn't see nothing. Okay,
So it's
great.
24, 29,
Jesus.
32 plus 3, so 35.
So there is a okay. So you got your stealth. You were six, three times 6, so you roll an 18 plus another 6 plus you said a 2, right? A 6 and a
No,
2.
a 5. So hold on, let me just organize my dice so I can tell you
Yeah.
this.
Okay, so there was 3 6s, and then
Oh,
you
oh,
re-roll
okay.
it those 3.
Oh yeah, okay. So there's 3 dice, so I'll only keep 3 dice, right?
You only keep 3 dice. You don't keep all of them.
Oh,
So
okay. Let me take that 5 away. Sorry about that. Okay, so I rolled 3 6s, and then
perfect. So
I
it's 18.
re
Then you
re-rolled
re-roll it 2 dice,
another 6 plus 3, so that's 24, 27
27
plus
plus
3
your sorry,
modifier.
it's 18 plus 9. Okay, so it was 28 plus your agility modifier. So 29, 30, 31. Do you have anything else they give you bonus on stealth they are using right now?
I mean, I didn't say that I was going to take or consume a dumpling, and I did not say that I was going to use my cloak. So I don't think there's anything else that gives me a modifier.
Okay, so 31 is still a very, very high roll, and Alvida perception is I don't think she can reach that high number with a roll unless I roll all 6s. But I will still doing it just to see how it goes. Okay, I have a couple of 6s, but I need to, almost double them. We'll see. Yeah, no. So she will not notice what you are doing, for sure. So stealthily, without making too much of a fuss, you are going to person to person and um, just pretty much make you sure that they bless the water. And you got a crit on that on the roll.
Did I get a crit from my roll earlier?
No, not the earlier one.
Okay.
The earlier one was a little bit more higher than you expected, especially because now for you the medicine roll that are lower than a certain amount are pretty much an automatic success, so I don't consider them.
Okay.
So yes, you do this and etc. And as I said, guys, you have lost a little bit of time, but you have gained it in camaraderie, cleaning yourself, making sure that your equipment is good, and actually getting a little bit more rest.
Okay. Are my tools clear enough that I can get back to work on my project, or no?
Yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
Perfect. I'm not asking you to roll,
No, that's fine.
but I'm considering the time you spend on doing it. So when I say your project is done,
Gotcha.
is done.
Okay.
I'm taking time instead of rolling dice.
Okay. Yeah, I was okay. Gotcha. Okay.
You guys have healed almost half of your wounds. you have another couple of days of resting, traveling, and not getting involved into fights to make sure that you are back to full health. But we'll see about that, because now, Miguel, you roll me the 3d6s of the next day of travel.
All right, well, we want triple sixes. That's what we want. We want all. They explode, right?
Best I can do is snake eyes. All right, let's see.
Sixes explode. That'd be terrible.
5, 4, 6.
Oof, that's pretty bad.
So, for a total of, sorry, because 5, 4, and 6, so a 15?
15.
Okay. During the fourth day of traveling, because this is the fourth, you guys are finding what seems the sign of another caravan. Is right there in the middle of the desert. There is a wagon, lie overturned on a couple of dunes. Supplies scatter around, probably by the sandstorm. And there are a campfire that is pretty much almost like it's blown by the wind. That is from a certain distance. Are you guys investigating, or you leave it alone? This is probably the caravan that the other group said it was missing. That is the first store you have.
I think we should help them.
Let's. Can we just? I think we should have Hot Pot or someone sneak over there and see what's really up before we just go over that hill, because that could be an ambush. They could just be hiding out in the broken caravan, just waiting for us. So let's send somebody out ahead.
That's fair.
Okay. And Hot Pot, are you?
Yes.
Are you going? Because the other person that is going to be Geraldine. The two of you are the most sneaky one.
Right, sneaky.
I mean, this is not really a tracking situation. That's why I didn't volunteer for it.
Actually, can I try to make their rolls better?
Make the roll better? You want to give them
yes.
A token? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I consider this as you and Mevel, going on top of one of the dunes and scouting the situation from above, so you can go back to them and tell what is the safest path in order to reach the caravan without, being noticed.
Yes.
And so I will say that instead of giving them a critical token, I give both of them a +3 on the roll. Is that okay for you?
Yes.
And when they go up on the dune to do that, can I use my new skill to see if there's anything more dangerous going on there as well?
Okay. Give me a perception roll, Jarvis.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah. In the meantime, I need the stealth roll again from Hot Pot.
Okay.
And I'm rolling for Geraldine.
Okay, this time I only rolled 1 6. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Even Geraldine rolled 1 6.
Hey, you're gonna get a +3, so it balances out a little bit.
Yeah, right. Okay, so all right, my 3 highest are a 6, a 5, and a 3. So I'm gonna re-roll the 6.
Perfect.
So that's an extra 2. So that's 16 plus 3 plus 3.
So +6.
Yeah, so
maximum bonus you can have. And so for a total of
16 plus 6, 22.
22. Yeah, Geraldine was on a 2021, so you guys are pretty much matching. So moving silently in the middle of the night, you guys approach the caravan from two sides. You and Geraldine can see each other in the middle of the night, as like two shadow moving through shadows. In the meantime, what was your role, Jarvis? I think we have lost David. Or
Sorry. So it's two sixes, floated one, got a 5. 17 plus 2 from cunning is a 19. And I don't know if I'm adding anything else. I don't
no,
see anything else that is perception based.
no, it's just a quick perception for me
Yep,
to
just making
know
sure.
what you can understand of what's going on, and almost like when the concept of opening up the third eye, you're just not perceiving with your senses or with your mind, with your essence. You feel this area all around the caravan is reeking of the veil.
The veil.
The veil. The boundaries between realms.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whatever happened here, if you don't know if it's still here or not, but whatever happened here is connected to the fatwas.
Before they leave, then I would have told them that there's been a breach here. The fatwa have been here. This place reeks of danger um, and entry into the other realms. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know how you want to proceed, but I think you guys should definitely proceed with caution. And I won't follow directly behind you, but I will move cautiously and keep a distance in case you need help.
Geraldine nods at your words, and she will proceed because there's not much she can do about it. I mean, she will be, she will be careful.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Hotpot? You are doing the same?
Yes, he's going to proceed carefully.
And as I said, the caravan wagon is being overturned. It's like literally upside down, half pretty much sinking into the sand, covered with the thick kind of oily things, substance that you guys have felt, and it was on you during this oleum sandstorm. And there are those supplies and guava and um, uh, everything that the other caravan that you guys met was transporting, spices, textile, a little bit of volume as well. Everything is scattered around in the desert, is being tossed here and there. The helium jar are broken. There is like those patches on the that are now impregnated the sand. The spices bags are pretty much open up, and their content is inedible anymore. And the campfire that was, on the side of it is being completely blown away. But you don't see any trace of violence. There's no footprints, there's no blood. and there's no one. Like they disappear out of thin air. This is what you see while you're approaching.
Is there any reason to lead Hot Pot to believe that maybe whatever attacked this came up from out of the sand? Like if there's no footprints, like maybe it disappeared into the sand and you're not going to see any.
No, I mean, it's possible, but you don't know about Akiptonian fauna enough to, it can be. I will say this: it can be. Unfortunately, the only person that can tell you are behind there, so you need to go back to them and talk with them, Mevel and eventually even Rosaria.
Well,
But
Hot Pot is going to continue to scout it out regardless. He's just going to proceed cautiously.
okay, and when you get to uh, the caravan, the wagon to be precise, on one side of the wagon, you actually found some footprints that calmly walking into the empty dunes of the desert, away from the caravan.
Does he still seek Geraldine?
Yeah, Geraldine is on the other side of the wagon. She is expecting what is inside at the moment.
Oh, okay. In the Hot Pot sees footprints leading off into the dune. Does he see anybody in the distance?
No, the emptiness of the desert, the starry sky, the three moon, nothing else.
Okay. Well, Hot Pot advances to reunite with Geraldine on the other side of the
Can
wagon.
I have a wisdom roll, pure wisdom from you?
Okay.
Considering your, I'm looking at your character sheets right now. Your wisdom is 4. I need a 15 or higher.
Okay.
You roll 4
Which
dice,
dice?
you keep all of them, no 6 exploding. You also
Okay.
add the +2 modifier.
I'm just trying to figure out which dice I kept getting sixes from earlier.
Fair enough. This is important.
Oh my God, you're kidding me. I got two sixes, a five, and a four. Sorry.
Very good. Oddpot, you are turning towards Geraldine to get to her, and suddenly, on your side, you hear a voice calling for you. And instinctively, you start to turn and you just realize, wait a second, it's just me and Geraldine here. Who the heck called me? And, it's like that moment where you realize something is wrong.
Okay, so is he able to determine, is this a voice that he is like hearing with his ears, or is this more of something that's sort of manifesting in his brain that might confuse him?
That's the thing, you don't know. You heard something. You're pretty sure you heard something. If that was an actual sound or just in your brain, that's the part you don't know.
And it said my name.
He called you.
Well, what
Yes.
exactly did it say?
Torkel, it's me.
Um,
In the meantime, sorry, Jarvis,
yes.
you know that kind of sixth sense you are being developing? The back of your neck, the hair at the back of your neck, they go up rigid. Like you feel like this chill goes down your spine. There is something out there.
He is going to pull his shield off of his back into his left hand and just start moving more directly towards the two of them. Kind of staying low and just trying to like sniff the air, look into the sand. He's just looking for any sign of of glowing lines, mist moving around, anything that would be like that telltale um, movement of a spirit, of an entity, something something otherworldly.
Okay. Can I have also from you the same difficulty on wisdom? 15. You have 3 dice. It's going to be difficult.
Do I get to add the +4 to this?
The +4, yes, you get to the resist the influence because you perceive it. Yes. So you have a +6 on the roll. So a little bit more.
A little bit easier in that regard. I'm rolling just my 3 in wisdom.
You need to roll a 9 or
more. So I rolled a 13 plus the 6 for the 19. Okay.
And like Oddpot, you heard a voice, and this time it wasn't a random voice. It was your mother, Inugrayan, calling you by name.
When he hears that, he kind of grunts at that. It's just like, no, you didn't. He's getting a little bit angry right now because he knows that isn't a voice that he should hear. Because he beat the wisdom roll, I feel like I can say that is going to make him angry.
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking to same kind of thing. Is it more in his head, or was there an actual directionality to it? And if there is a directionality to it, he's.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, no. It came from around you in the desert. And it didn't have a source.
Sure. That's kind of what I assumed.
Geraldine also seems to look around perplexed. And Hotpot, you see her standing up, towering, almost like forgetting that she needed to be sneaky, and start to walk into a direction in the darkness.
Hot Pot tries to intercept her. Geraldine, what are you doing? What did you hear?
And she doesn't answer. You see her taking a few steps into the desert.
Does she stop, or does it look like she's like on a mission? Like she is is she on a mission to get somewhere, or is she just
I don't
taking
want
a
to say
few
she's
steps?
on a mission. She's just walking gingerly in that direction.
And she's not responding to Hot Pot?
No.
Hot Pot sort of like a child who like wraps his arms and his legs around a parent's leg and like hits it like to hitch a ride, like to try to like weigh her down, or like at least like be a burden enough to get her attention to be like, what are you doing?
And when the moment you grab her and you pull her and etc., Geraldine's strength is not the highest. It's probably a lower stats. So you just stop her. It's like, and she just do a step, almost fall, and she turn and look at you like she shake her head. What are you doing?
What? I'm trying to get your attention. What are you doing?
I was answering to the captain.
No, no, no. There's some trickery happening here. Something's happening. We're not hearing things right. The captain didn't call you. I don't think the captain called you. I heard I heard something. I heard someone call me Torkel. I heard somebody said, Torkel, come here, it's me. I don't think I don't think the captain called you.
And during this, Jarvis, you are able to come closer to them if you want.
Yeah, I would be moving toward them pretty much beelining it to them. If I hear any of that conversation, I'd say we need to get out of here immediately.
And when you guys say this, the three of you, for a moment, you see something, just a glimpse, almost like fluctuating into the darkness. A skull. Well, it looks like a raven skull, like a bird, with oblong, pointy, with two holes on the side. That is kind of, blurry. It's not, you cannot focus on it. And it's just, undulating left and right, and then disappearing.
Did you see that, Geraldine?
She just crouched down and she just snarled and look into the direction. Her big blue eyes are just.
What is that?
Did it remind me of anything?
Yeah, not exactly a skull, but teeth.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think that I think it's out hunting. I think that we're hunting. So let's get back. Let's get away from this area. This is not a place that we want to deal with this right now.
And then, because of your, I will say this, because of your new skills, Jarvis, and because of your very good perception, Hotbot, you guys kind of for a moment see the same things. You see darkness moving. And when I say darkness moving, I don't talking about the absence of light, that almost like, like a shadow that get elongated and etc. No, I'm talking about the absence of the star in front of you. Suddenly, where there was the star of the night illuminating from above, there is just darkness for few seconds, like something big and massive just passed in front of it, obscuring the sky before disappearing. And there was no sound at all.
So it was like a shadow. It was a shape, but it was just like it appeared more like a shadow that would block out the stars and the light behind it.
Exactly.
And there's probably no real way to get a sense of how big it was, but was it probably as big, if not bigger than not that I know how big the sandwalkers are, but uh, the size of the sandwalkers, or are we talking larger?
Oh, we're talking about something that probably was 60 feet long.
Like
Awesome.
a dragon shadow dragon. Do those do those exist?
Not that
Like,
you are aware.
is it like a worm? I mean, like, do they get a vague idea of the shape of the thing?
The thing is, this thing was flying. So if it was a
Yeah,
worm, that's a very bad worm. That's a
just
very
ahead of it.
aerodynamic worm.
Hunting
Mhm.
horror from Lovecraft could look
But
a
again,
little like that.
was it
You know.
was it was it long and thin, or was it like a mass?
It was a mess.
Yeah. Okay, so it was,
Okay.
it was like a wall of darkness as opposed to like a string of darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it glide, or was it more like this undulating mass that?
As I said, it was just for a moment. You saw these things, like almost flying away, just to be
I
precise,
think we need to get
and disappearing into the night sky.
we need to get back to the guide and report this to him.
We need
He'll
we need to
he'll
get moving. Yeah.
he'll know what we saw.
I don't think he will, but let's get back.
I don't know if he'll know either.
I I think I know what
Let's
we
get
saw.
back. What do you think we saw?
Let's get back, and we'll all talk about it.
All
So yeah,
right.
we'll head back to the group.
Okay.
Just not say it
How did it
over
go,
and over
guys? Did you find anything?
again.
Yep. That's exactly what I was about to say.
We didn't. There were no bodies, right? Not that I would have seen that, but they would have seen that there were no bodies, right?
No, no bodies at all.
Um, a lot of destruction from the sandstorm. This must have happened before the sandstorm. And the sandstorm just ruined the stuff. But there was something down there, and it might be. I look at Alvida. It might be our bride.
Mevel does exactly the same gesture that you have seen done by the woman a couple of days before,
Oh, boy.
and he spit on the ground.
It might be a little bit too late for that, but I respect it, and he spits on the ground too.
And
Hopkins has a question.
Master Jarvis, we don't say that name.
That's why I didn't say the whole name.
We have a clan name after them, but we don't. The name of the clan is slightly different on purpose.
Yes, I understand that, but I've been doing research on things, and I apologize. I will. Again, that's why I didn't use its whole name, but I will be more gentle in the future.
Is this another one of those weird from the other side of like the void thing again? Did this another one of those things happen again?
This is an entity of power. But 1 second, were you with us when we went and confronted the thing? With
Yes,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yes, not so distant from the thing that we dealt with in the base of the hull,
Okay.
but probably actually more dangerous.
Why does this always happen with us?
It is
Why?
literally what we've come here to do, Miguel. This is literally why we are here. That is what we have all come here to do. And again, he looks at the captain. He just gives her like a sympathetic look, not judgmental in any way, but just like, like a loving, caring look of, this is why we're here.
Miguel's a little confused, but he assumes that he's talking about the thing when we were dealing with the crate and the demon thing that came out of it. He's like, okay, he assumes it's about them. Like, okay.
That was the Black Chariot. Yes, that.
Yeah, we haven't dealt with the Black Chariot yet, but yeah, there's
No, you saw it. You saw it, and it was kind of circulating around Rock, if you remember, during the ritual.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was horrifying.
Oh yeah.
You didn't. You know, there was no fighting. There was no attack from it. And also, you were also surrounded by very expert Brotherhood of Whispers witches. They were there to also help you and protect you. In this case, you are pretty much in the middle of the desert with no protection at all.
This is we're fine, guys.
Yeah. I will do my best.
Precise on something, Jarvis, just to make sure that you understand that.
Sorry, say it again?
Just to be, not pedantic, but just to be precise on something and etc. This cannot be the Black Bride. This cannot be the Halerukash al-Sawada. That is one entity. But she has many children.
That's kind of more what I was thinking. But I'm like more what I was thinking. I'm assuming that it's not the main problem, but it's just one of the.
Because for what you know, that specific entity is being trapped,
in prison,
killed, and in prison.
Yeah.
So
this might be like the Jinn.
That is probably what you guys saw. I'm not going to confirm because
but
that you just met Aventuk the Jinn.
That's okay. I hadn't completely gotten there yet, but I was kind of on that trail.
No,
but,
absolutely.
Okay,
I was just making sure that you guys have the right information. But please carry
on. We and we'll find a way to talk about this, but this is the thing that we've come here to deal with, that our predecessor originally dealt with. So we will do our best to. We need to be careful. This is a dangerous area and a dangerous time.
And Hotpot, to answer your question about how large were the eventual footprints of this entity and how long were the strides, there were none.
Yeah, I was
actually referring to the one that you have found. They were humanoid size, and they were pretty much, probably a person that was about 6 feet tall. Something.
Okay. So, that's what I was referring to. I know there weren't any. So I wasn't sure if the ones that Hot Pot saw lead off. Is that the same direction that Geraldine was heading?
Yes.
Yeah. So Hot Pot tells everybody that he saw that set of footprints that led off into the dunes or into the desert, and mentions that Geraldine also headed off that same direction. Hot Pot wasn't sure if the footprints that he saw were real, or if the voice that he heard, if that was real or not, or if this was all like hallucinations, like audio and visual.
You guys seem well going pale when you guys started to talk about this with such, like, oh yeah, probably just, he's frightened and is just saying, we need to get out of here. Please. And
we'll go around. That whole area is probably corrupt as hell. So let's just go around it.
Yeah, I would even say that some of this conversation was being done as we were we were
already like
re-preparing ourselves and even beginning to move. Like that's what Jarvis would have been like. We need to get out of here.
Yeah,
not just away from that thing, but just get down the road, because that thing, and he doesn't say it necessarily, but that thing's gonna hunt us now.
Just
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to hightail it. We have to get.
take nothing, touch nothing, get moving.
Just my luck.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where Miguel think like, "Fuck my life." It's like, but you guys are moving forward. This was a very short but very ominous encounter, I will say. And you realize something, Jarvis. The fact that you were approaching this, knowing that there was a breach in the veil, probably help your friends.
Mm-hmm.
To everyone else, you know how many people were on the other caravan, and there is none of them here.
Yeah.
Whatever happened here, it wipe out an entire caravan without a second thought.
Mm-hmm. It hunts for weak minds and then devours.
What does that say about me? I mean,
It tried
it,
on everyone,
it,
and strangely, the weak mind was Geraldine this time.
Yeah, we need to be.
yeah. Well, okay, but still, I feel like it reached further into my mind that I am comfortable with it doing. I mean, sure, I guess I came out on top in that scenario, but next time am I gonna have enough strength
We
to
we need to
withstand its
Yeah.
we need to stay in we need to stay in larger groups. We need to stay in larger groups because
exactly like I don't think we should split up at all. I mean, well, I mean there's we need to stay in at least smaller groups. Like we can't go off alone. Like
yeah,
we really have to be vigilant
if we think we're
and look
approaching
after one
anything
another.
weird, we need to look at it.
If anything out of the ordinary, I don't care if it's just because you've never been here. Just say something.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Most of us have never been here before, so there's going to be lots of new and unusual things. But just be safe and say something.
One other thing we could do is if it tries to do manipulation like that, we should have a phrase that only we know or something like that. But I don't know if that'll work if it can reach into your mind.
Oh,
So,
what was the
Yeah,
last
how
time
did
we
it?
had a phrase? What was
oh
it called
God,
last time?
it was so long ago. I forget what the phrase was. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Rock, you say this, and you also realize something. I don't know how much you guys share about what is being said to you, but these things pull out voices from your own memory.
Right. Yeah. That's what I don't want to encounter this thing. My rock wants to get moving. Because he's like super vulnerable to this thing, my guess. And so he's probably like, no, 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 we really should go.
Miguel's literally right there with you. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean this thing can know stuff. I mean, how did it know my name is Torkel?
Yeah. How did they, for you, Jarvis, how did they know to use your mother's voice to call you home?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what Geraldine heard, but actually you do because the
She said
captain
the captain. Yeah.
the captain was there, and how they know to use the specific voice of that person among
Mm-hmm.
other six of them. It's like these things, it reads you and then
Mm-hmm.
use your weakness.
Yeah. Trying to find the weakest part of you to dig into. So if you hear a voice that you should not be hearing, especially question it as much as you can. Ask others if they're hearing the voice. We need to stay at least in groups of two, if not possibly even groups of three.
Yeah, but you also have seen what happened to Geraldine. the moment that she was trusting the voice,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't hear Hot Pot or everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Only the physical contact, the fact that Hot Pot literally just grabbed her leg and pull her down, just kind of broke the enchantment, broke the, I will say, hypnosis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Be willing
And
to
it reminds you also something else that happens months ago now. Your first fight on board of the Swiftwind since this journey started against the pseudosiren.
Mm-hmm. The same.
Almost like they were calling with your voices that they heard, repeating names or sentences that they heard from other people. You know, a mimic in some kind of sense. And those things fly.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's a correlation.
maybe there's a correlation, or maybe they are like just distant cousin. You don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean, correlation in that regard.
Yeah.
This also makes Jarvis think about some of the things that he's read, the things about names, the things about voices, about things being called out, about silence, in the text, in kids' text, and in the other things that he's read. Again, I'm not as because I imagine that Jarvis would probably be reading the stuff,
Yeah.
every once in
Absolutely.
a while, kind of refreshing his memory. It's not as fresh in my memory, but at least there. Um, some of those things come up in his mind, and he's still trying to piece together what some of those clues are going to be when they get wherever they're going. But he doesn't want to think about it too much because he still has to. He's trying to make notes so that he can pass those on to somebody. Maybe for some reason, unfortunate reason, he doesn't make it through this first trial. He wants to make sure that people have that information readily available. So he would write some of that stuff down and, make sure that everybody has some of those cliff notes, as it were, to say, these are the things that you need to think about when we go into the cave and be prepared for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, Hot Pot, I need you to roll 3d6s.
We're not out of the woods yet.
All right, that's good. That's good to know because I've got these dice that seem to roll sixes. So let's hope I didn't jinx myself.
I mean, your luck can't be worse than mine, right?
I think we want to go low with these. I mean, just from my guesses so far.
No. Boxcars. Roll me 1 and 6s.
All right, I rolled a 6, a 3, and a 2, so that's
Okay.
11.
Okay, that's good. Is a quiet night. You guys are, you know, kind of shaking a little bit about the encounter, and even if you have the entire day to rest and etc. And talking with Mevel, you know that those things only came out at night, if they came out at night. And the fact that you are in the Shamari month is kind of ominous because that is the moment of the year where also the veil is thinner. But you pay attention to your surroundings. You are a little bit jumpy. Some of you are still feeling the chill down their spine. But the night is quiet. And you slowly walking through the desert, knowing that your destination is getting closer and closer. And then, as you crest the final dune, the endless sea of sand gives way to a sight that even in the middle of the night is kind of breathtaking. For a moment, everyone, except for who knows about this place, is just in awe. Before you lies a vast emerald oasis, unlike anything you ever imagined. There are crystal-clear lakes that shimmer beneath the moons, feeding lush garden, towering palms, towering and flowering trees, vibrant greenery that seems impossible in such a barren land. Like, this is the desert, and there you have it. And in the heart of all of this, there is this palace of gleaming white marble, crowned with the magnificent golden domes and graceful minarets that catch, the lights of polished jewels. There are elegant bridges that connect, those parts of this this palace. There are narrow canals, fountain, descending sparkling water here and there. There is a broad courtyard of colored stone that lead to some form of gates that are carved with exquisite detail, a Kryptonian imagery, the symbol of the Akpesge tribe in front of everyone. This flaming head of snake with jewels for eyes. There is the silken banners of Zavelek Shar that, drift lazily in the warm breeze of the night. And you all inhale the scent of jasmine, citrus, blossom, and exotic spices that hang in the air all around it. Every single things here speak of wealth, power, refinement. This is not an oasis. This is a luxury containing to, between in the middle of the desert. This place is not built just merely to impress, but to, proclaim who is the sovereign here. Carla, look at this place with such a burning desire to destroy it in her eyes that you can almost feel it. This is the residence of Zavelek Shar. This is where probably one of the most difficult rules and probably fight of your life is going to be. And the place is crawling with guards.
Well, better stay low and come up with a plan.
I'll take the 30 on the right, and you take the 12 on the left.
No, I'll take all 50.
All
on the
right,
front.
sounds good.
All right. Anyways,
Guys,
doesn't look too difficult. Run in, take care of the king, ransack a little bit, set
Easy.
the place on fire, and be home before dinner.
guys, I know we're outnumbered,
Yes.
but just remember,
Yeah.
kneecaps
Yeah,
are
yeah.
privilege. and not a right.
Just gonna. All right. I feel like we all stand above the sand dune and look upon this palace, and then we kind of like do like a slow backup, like over the sand dune. Be like, all right, no, seriously, no, we need to think this out.
Um, we I would like to think, and I kind of mentioned it on the boat. We would have probably brought the clothing, at least the outer layers of the clothing of the people that we fought. So we will have the ability to blend in a little bit. Maybe we can um, have Rosaria make her entrance and say that she's brought some of the men who helped her track down the survivors and who had fled into the desert and slaughter them and then they continued on. She continued on here. I don't know if that would make sense or maybe we got here too fast.
I
Um,
I raised my hand. He
yeah.
actually knows exactly what I look like. So
So stay at the back of the pack. Here, put
maybe
this
maybe
mustache
have
on.
me all tied up saying that he brought
Here's one of the survivors.
Do we do it as a hostage situation? Because that
I
was
don't
like one of the other plans I had, but then like
Oh,
they
he
were
would know
told to
me too,
kill
wouldn't he?
us. Yeah.
He would know what I look like too, because I was on that call. Unless I don't remember if I ever got into the in front of that call.
Okay, I
No,
think there is a
Graves, not
Senator Julian Graves know
yeah,
what you guys all look like because he was at the gala of Carla
yeah,
Boraci.
yes,
Zavelek Shar never saw your faces.
Okay, we good. All right,
yeah.
all of
So
these
we
high
can
society people all look the same. I'm sorry.
yeah, we can put on a disguise, show up with our regular stuff, and say, we've captured, we've killed. Rosaria can say we've killed the enemy, and on their person we found this, and hand him the box.
Okay, that's the play that we're pretending that we're the
That's
people that were sent out. But won't Shar know what they look like? Won't he know who this
I
guy
mean
sent as assassins?
all these people. I mean, to a guy like this,
Yeah, you got a point.
we all kind of look the same.
Like,
Here's a human. Here's some lizard people.
I am a
Here's
snake,
a.
thank you very much. Or
Sorry, I'm sorry.
scales. Like, he's more.
Look,
He has like 10 times more snakes than I
okay,
do.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
but you know what I mean. You know
let's
what I mean?
ask
Like,
let's ask Miguel's again. I always forget her name,
that's
but I asked
Rosaria.
Miguel's
Rosaria
Rosaria,
the Great.
I keep
the
saying
Great,
it.
Rosaria the Great. What she thinks that he'll know about us when we approach? Like, if you know what I mean. Like, what is the best approach here in her opinion?
Okay, so sitting down
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
behind
We
the
have
dune
yep.
before facing, what it looks like to be
An
one
army.
of the most difficult things you guys ever need to
Oh,
do.
actually, I walk right forward and I high five the guard.
Draw a
It's
sword.
like, hey man, how nice to see you.
Hey, what's up? Finger guns.
Look, if we
Yes.
were gonna do that plan, you would literally do the suicidal thing and just have me walk in with my jacket and be like, "Hey guys, yeah, no, I'm just here. One of those senators sent me here. Don't worry about it." But that sounds deadly.
Yes.
All right, but
So,
actually, for serious, let's come up with a plan.
you need to come out with a plan.
Right.
And it's going to be something interesting and that we need to unfold next session.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But the thing is, I will remind everyone one thing, because Brian, to be precise, Rock made a very, very interesting choice when he was updating his character.
I did.
He has one of the military oath of the guards of Fajus.
That's what he's been wearing
So,
the whole time.
technically speaking, he can pass for one of the guards of Fajus that is accompanying Rosaria, to be precise, under the actual name of I forgot. Sometimes even the GM need to go check. Twilka Asharani. So there is a ruse that you can plan out.
We could say that we captured Carla.
There is that option. You have Carla with you.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one that he would probably actually know.
He knows because you know that they talk about it during that quick exchange of message. They know about Captain Alvida. He probably doesn't know what Alvida looks like, but he has an idea that she's a Gorgonicus Sarptas, this kind of things. That she's from Ugre. So maybe he doesn't know the face of every one of you, but at least those two women, he knows about them. Carla and Alvida. And on top of that, I remind you guys, you have also with you Geraldine. That doesn't exactly blend in.
But she just hides in the shadows and she shanks people that sees her.
Yeah.
Like the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't play that card. She just sneaks up and stays on our 6. Maybe Hot Pot does the same, and we pretend we've captured these two. We're bringing them before him, and we've also got this box that we found with their fallen comrades. Here you go, and we get to watch him hopefully open the box in front of us, and then once all hell breaks loose, we just start murdering people.
I mean, I was told that I had to deliver it. Actually, they didn't me and Roxville weren't we supposed to deliver it?
Right. I mean, that's why I
was
saying
before we did the entire thing.
The near suicidal joke is me literally walking up with it and being like, "Oh yeah, just let me in, guys." And
you could literally do that. You could literally be the one holding the box, saying, I've accompanied her from Produce, after slaying some and killing and capturing these two. And here's the box, and the box has his name on it. You say, "Here's the box," and hopefully he opens it up right in front of Carla to be like, "Haha, look at this!" And then a chariot shows up, and we just start fighting his people.
All right. The only thing before we do, I need to remember exactly what were the instructions that we were given, because I'm pretty sure we told to drop it off at a place. And the only thing about that
give it to
is
him.
if he might get a little suspicious if it isn't exactly the way he ordered it.
But that's why it's a ruse, is because he is going to think that that we're dead and other people are delivering the box. So he's not going to care about the particulars anymore.
Mm-hmm.
How careless is he, though? Like,
hopefully,
I mean,
sorry. In all of this, hopefully, Velka didn't reach out to tell him what's happened.
Well, we were told that he wasn't able to, right?
No, he said that we were racing him. We were racing him.
Yeah, you're racing against him, and you lost to Dave. So,
yeah. But if he went the same way that we went, then theoretically,
he would have
seen him. But if he went the other way, then we might be getting here at the same time.
Unless, of course, he has some other way of contacting him, which we don't know if he does or not. Which is just great.
He didn't. We were told he didn't have a way.
Okay.
He could only be contacted in this regard by foot.
Okay.
I seem to recall that. Yeah.
All right. All we gotta do.
Okay. So Rosaria, to be precise, Rosaria told you this. She has the stone for a direct contact, while Velka send and receive messages that take some days.
Mm-hmm.
While for her, because she is a personal bodyguard, officially speaking, she has that stone in order to contact him directly.
Yeah.
So
Velka was also really badly injured, almost dead. So
yeah,
That
true.
killed him.
that's going to have slowed him down. So we should have time on our side.
I hope.
So, but
Well-
we need to come up with a plan. Maybe we can talk a little bit about the plan in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could do it on Discord.
Yeah, get a little bit ahead of it, and then that way we don't take too much time at the beginning of the next session. So this is what we're doing, and hopefully just have everything go absolutely at ape shit next session.
I'm expecting
Sideways.
us to do
Go
the plan.
sideways.
It's gonna go sideways, and that's usually where the most fun comes.
Yeah,
We got this, guys.
Yeah.
Plan C is murder.
Hopefully, it's not murder each other.
That's plan C through F. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
with all this water here, all this water makes me really happy because then my magic will work pretty much right on time.
Yes, it will. It will.
Nice.
Anyway, it's not salt water, but it's still water. Anyway,
I'll make it work.
We know what you guys need to do, and I do the higher quote. You are planning something. You are going to face this in some way or another. So next session will be one of the most probably intense in terms of bullshitting your way in or try to survive it.
Adjust a shirt collar.
Is my middle name.
Adjust shirt collar. We got this, guys. Adjust shirt collar.
We got this. But that is a story for another episode. So have a good night, everyone, and
bye-bye.
see you next time.